Occurrence that happened to me.
What?
I think I should talk about it.
Are we live?
Podcast. We are live. We've been live.
Okay, well then keep going.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was, it was late at night. I was just walking with my girlfriend. We were chilling, and I get a call, and it was like 11:54 at night. So I was like, "What the hell? Who's calling me this late at night?" And it was this lady, and she was like, "Hi, does your email end or start with a K?" And I was like,
"What the fuck?"
Yeah, and she was like, "Yeah, so your information, your email is on my dad's account." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, so I don't know if you've been getting codes," and I was getting codes, but I was like, "Oh, it's probably just some scam." But apparently the codes went to him for whatever reason, but my phone number is connected to my account, right? Yeah. So she's telling me all this shit, and my girlfriend and I were just talking, and I was like, this is sketchy, so I hung up. And then they called again, and I was like, oh, fuck. And so, we were talking, and basically he was like, "Well, listen, man, I don't want to have to get the police involved over some Facebook shit, but I'm trying to be civil here."
What?
I was like, bro, you can just make another Facebook. It's that simple. How difficult is it to just make another, or just call, what's it called? Just call the people at, Facebook. Isn't there, a number or something?
So what, wait, hold on, I'm confused. What was the issue here?
Basically, no, nothing with my account. This dude's dad's account was locked or something, and I guess my information was on file for him to re-enter or
why?
I don't know. I have no idea, but I took off one that looked kind of sketchy because I used to have a Yahoo email, but that was legitimately my Yahoo email. Yeah. I thought, you know what, maybe I'll just have a Yahoo. But yeah, so they were like, "Oh, I guess we're gonna have to get the police involved." And I was like, I was like, what the fuck? It's just YouTube. And then after that, I saw police coming, and I was like, yo! I know the internet police isn't real, but what the fuck? I know they're not coming for me. Yeah, didn't like that. So it's always fun being paranoid and
oh my god,
over some dumb shit. Do you ever have anything like that happen to you? Any random shit?
I've been getting random ass calls and texts asking about. It's really sketchy. I've been getting random ass calls and texts from people asking about my dad's house.
Is your dad's house for sale?
No, but they keep asking. They're like, "Oh, we're interested in buying this house." We're looking to call, give us a call, this and that. But my dad's house isn't listed or anything. And also, why the fuck are they calling me?
Are you under,
No, I don't own the house. I'm not on, names
that
on the house.
That does seem like something your dad would do, though.
That's what, yeah, because I'm it's some sketchy shit. Why is he giving my number to people? I don't understand why they have my number. And I asked him, I'm like, why are these people calling me? And he's like, oh, because,
He didn't have anything? He didn't have anything.
What the fuck does he say? He usually says, "Oh, because you lived here. Yeah, you have your driver's license is set to here or whatever."
That doesn't really answer the question.
It makes no sense why there's random people calling me about buying the house.
I remember one time when I was selling my old house, there was there were people that would just randomly come up to my driveway. So back in the day, I was what? I think I was 16 or 17, I don't know, for whatever reason, I was like, you know what, I'll play airsoft, I'll just shoot my gun in the backyard, whatever. And then, or I would just be in the backyard for whatever reason, and I would just see random ass people. And this one time, there was this one Italian lady, or I think she was Asian, and she's just just walking up my driveway, and I was like, "Hi, can I help you?" And she was like, "Are you Greek?"
What?
And I was like, "No, I'm not Greek." And she was like, "Okay."
What the fuck?
And then she just turns around and she just walks away.
And she walked away, that was it.
Dude, I swear to God, I have really weird interactions when it comes to a lot of people. I don't know why. I'm just a shit magnet for it.
You're weird.
I was minding my own business. No one just this, "Oh, you Greek?"
I feel weird shit just happens to you. I feel you are just a conduit for
No, it really is.
Odd shit. You have an interesting life and you really don't even try to.
I don't have to do anything. Some shit happens to me and I'm I just wanted to get on with my day.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was in New York and I was waiting at the bus station and there was these two people and they approached me and they're like, "Oh, hey, waiting for the bus, huh?" And I was like, yeah. But one thing that I noticed is no one was sitting next to these two people. So I was like, that's kind of a bad sign. And they came to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So they're like, "Oh, yeah, so You see the demons, though, huh?
What?
And I was like, whoa, wait. What are you talking about? Yeah, it was a lady that approached me, and she was like, can you help me? I'm like seeing demons. And, like, you know, do you mind meeting me at this address, like, at this time? And then her boyfriend, or whoever comes in, and he's like, are you talking to him about the demons? Oh, my God! And I was like, I was like, oh, you know what? I gotta go to the donut shop over there. I'm sorry, I gotta go. And they're like, okay. And they saw me literally just, like, walk over there and sit down. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not dealing with this shit. I don't know, there are a lot of crazies out there, dude. The world's a weird place.
Oh, dude, speaking of, well, we're off talking for a second, but we were just speaking about houses. Megan just told me this story that I thought was fucking funny.
Oh, God.
So these people in Florida were having a wedding.
Okay.
And they were going to have a wedding. And they figured there was this nice house, big mansion.
Yes.
That had a for sale sign.
Okay.
So these fucking people, they were like, oh, no one lives there. Let's just
use it?
Sneak in and have our wedding there. Because it was like a mansion with like a big yard, things like that.
That's...
Yeah. So they fucking... fucking idiots. Like, they just, like, without checking anything, they get to the day of the fucking wedding. It was like a small wedding. They had like 20 guests, like, or something.
Okay, so maybe
but still, they paid like the guy to show up to like marry them. They paid like photographer, like, whatever, this and that. They paid a lot of people to show up. So they get there, and they're setting up shit, and the fucking owner comes out because he still lives there.
Wait, so this place isn't really abandoned?
No, it's not abandoned. It just had a for sale sign, and they assumed it was abandoned. They didn't even check.
Okay.
So they're setting up for the wedding. The guy comes out. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, this is my house. And they were like, "Oh, we thought it was abandoned." He's like, "It's not." And then they were like, "Oh, well, we already have people coming. We already paid people."
So they tried to like.
They tried to be like, "Oh, listen, like, yeah, we've already set this up. It's our wedding day. Like, we're gonna get married today here."
Yeah.
And the guy was like, I don't care. Like, this is my house. And he was like, I'm gonna call the police. Like, leave.
I mean, what would you do in that situation?
I fucking just came into your house. Like, how fucking disrespectful is that? That's so fucked.
Like, did you see any pictures of the house by any
chance? No. This is just Megan told me the story.
Okay, I was about to say,
I didn't see anything. I should look it up quick. You know
I could understand.
I'm gonna look this up
quick. No, by all means. I could say, like, I could understand if the house looks like really decrepit. You know what I mean? Like, it looks like a beat down.
No, like they picked it because it was like a nice mansion.
Yeah.
Florida.
Mansion, that is some Florida shit. Get the fuck off my property. Holy shit.
Fuck, hold on. I spelled this horribly wrong.
Damn.
Florida mansion wedding. State Chester Paradise Cove wedding. Intimate. What the fuck?
I wonder what's the weirdest place a person has been married in. You know?
Where would you get married? If you, like, could pick... Like, your fucking... Whoever... Your wife... your fiance is, like... Whatever. You can pick it.
You know... When the helicopter lands... in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Where was that
filmed?
Right
there in Hawaii.
In Hawaii?
I know exactly where it was filmed.
You would get married right there.
I would. If there's any way I could just be there and just be like, nah, is it alright if I just... And they'd be like, yeah, sure, just go in.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Inside the vacant Florida mansion, a couple crashed for their wedding. The Florida mansion where a couple thought it would be just dandy to show up and hold their wedding without the owner's knowledge is pending an offer. What the fuck? Nathan Finkel, the owner of the stake, can now for the big day. When the crew showed up for the big day, Finkel was befuddled and immediately dialed 911. I have people trespassing on my property, Finkel told 911 dispatcher, according to the South Florida, whatever. And they keep harassing me, calling me. They say they're having a wedding here, and it's God's message.
It's God's... So now it's God's work.
Yeah, of course.
Now they're bringing God into it.
This was them.
Okay.
Understandable, I guess. They were older. I thought it was a young. I thought it was like a young couple.
That seems like something a young couple would do.
That's what I thought. It was like a young, dumb couple.
Yeah, like, oh my god, we're just getting married. Come on.
Yeah, these guys are like well into their 40s.
Yeah, they look like they've seen life.
Police arrived and asked the couple to leave. They complied, and I can't fucking read today. No charges were filed. It is unknown whether they were able to salvage their wedding afterward.
Okay.
Look at this place. Holy shit.
And they thought they could just waltz in?
Yes.
What the fuck?
That's like a mansion. That's like a fucking rich person's man. Look at that pool.
And they thought they could... I don't understand how someone could just think you could just walk in.
There's a fucking gazebo. Holy shit. There's a lake. A tennis court. Why the fuck did they think this was abandoned? Look at the inside.
That's a nice ballroom.
There's like an actual ballroom in the fucking... There's a bowling alley in the fucking place.
Okay.
There's a sauna. Why did they think they could just walk up in there?
Alright, listen.
That's insane.
if you could be rich, what type of like?
Oh my god!
No. You seem like the type of person that you remember the episode of Family Guy where he just gets the Pee-wee's like fun house and he just gets the whole house.
Yeah,
that seems like something you would probably do.
Okay, I think about this so often.
Oh,
I'm glad you brought this up.
Oh,
every time I think about it, I'm like, if I win the fucking lottery, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna buy a fucking house.
Buy a house.
First thing, and I'm not gonna tell anybody. I'm gonna surprise Megan with it. Okay, this is my idea. I'm gonna fucking surprise her. Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is buy us a fucking house, nice fucking house.
Yes.
I want to stay here, and Megan wants to too, so I want to stick around here.
Find a nice,
I want to find like one of those
house.
big fucking houses in like the hills and shit.
No, I gotcha,
like one of those nice ones. And or Megan said she wants to build a house, but I don't know.
Build a house.
She wants to buy land and build a house.
I mean, to be honest, a lot of people say that's actually a better.
I mean, it is because then we get the house exactly what we want, but that's fucking expensive. So I guess whatever. Okay, I guess I'd buy land.
Okay, so no. How about you start off with the mansion you want?
We'll start there.
What
I would do, I would just buy a house.
Yeah, so you just buy a house,
and I would just renovate it to what I want.
Okay, just a regular house, or you still want the mansion?
I want the mansion.
Okay.
So mansion, and then I'm gonna buy her dream car.
Okay.
And I'm gonna surprise her with it.
What's her dream car?
Well, I don't know.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, we're
not really something we talk about too much.
So you need some research.
Yeah, I would have to ask her like exactly what her dream car. I mean, I have an idea, but
I think I know what to get my girl. Then she probably want a nice. She likes what's it called? Camaros. She likes a nice '69 Camaro.
You're gonna get her like a nice Camaro
or a nice Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby blue or nice candy red. Forget about it.
Okay, in my fucking house, I need a fucking crazy home theater.
I
want that so bad.
I can understand.
You have no idea. Like, I used to...
Because you've seen one before.
Yes, I'm not going to... not without saying her name. I dated this girl.
Yeah.
And her fucking dad had a home theater in their house. And it was sweet. Oh my god, you walk in there...
How's the speaker?
Oh, it was beautiful. Everything. The projection, the seats, the way it was decorated, it was beautiful. So it was in the basement. You go down there, and then there's a hallway, and the hallway had like when you go to the theater, and it looked like a theater hallway where like they have the like red carpet, dark walls. You can feel like it's already kind of soundproof. Yeah, the beautiful carpet. There's movie posters on the side with the light boxes.
Oh, shit.
There was light boxes with movie posters.
Okay.
And then it led to he had a gigantic wall, shelves of movies. This man had like hundreds of movies, DVDs.
Now, if you had a home theater, would you get like Blu-ray or would you go like analog or would you get fucking film?
Right now?
No, I'm curious how you might like use your media format.
Right now, I'm buying a lot of digital.
Yeah.
But if I were to have a home theater, I would have to have Blu-rays or Ultra HD, whatever, 4Ks. Excuse me. Fuck.
Yeah, there's only one movie I've seen in 4K, a lot, and that was Jurassic Park.
Of course.
And the only well, basically, there's only one part in the movie that's like really disturbing because you don't really see it in normal like VHS.
Okay.
It's the dude getting attacked by the Velociraptor. He's like, "Clever girl," and then you actually see him get fucking mauled like right in front of you. It's actually kind of like gory, but anyway, off track. So you would probably have to go for film.
Probably. Well, I don't know. I mean, how easy is it to get fucking movies?
I don't know. I mean, if you're rich,
I want
you're rich.
Yeah, but I want like a big collection that's like, I also don't want any hassle. I'm lazy. So whatever, just pop in a fucking Blu-ray or whatever.
So
something I can pop in a disc because I want to have like a game system hooked up there too. So like, because I have the PS5 now. That's
have you ever experienced that?
What, video games on like a home screen?
On a
like
theater? In a theater.
I have not. Isn't that crazy,
dude?
I've experienced like on a basic projector. It was like on the wall.
I can't really disclose where I went to, but I went to a theater. I had the hookup, and it was I was really depressed. It was a low point in my life.
Okay.
But they were like, "Yo, you want to play Mario Kart in a fucking theater?"
That sounds awesome.
And I was like, "Mario Kart in a theater?" And I'm talking like huge ass screen, all of them, and I was like, "This is the most immersive shit I've ever seen." Like you can see everyone's without even like screen peeking.
Yeah, that's
awesome. It's crazy.
Yeah,
such a good time.
Yeah, I would. So I want to have video games hooked up there too. So anyway, when I was there, I guess her dad was big into horror. Mm-hmm. So inside the theater itself, like whatever, beautiful seats, sound, like the place was soundproofed, whatever. And he had like framed boxes. They were like box frames.
Were they box sets?
I don't know what that is.
Like a box set for like I don't know, fucking the Lord of the Rings
No,
trilogy.
not boxed. I'm talking about like he had like boxed frames, and inside the frame was like Jason's mask, Freddy Krueger's fingers.
So this dude had memorabilia.
Yeah, he had like a bunch of memorabilia in the theater. Like it was cool like that. So like I want something like that. Like ever since I saw that, like I fucking contemplate calling this bitch just
to go in there.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, let me just like.
Yo, you got the hook? You mind if I go in there for like an hour?
Yeah, you mind if I bring my my fiance over to your house and we watch a movie in your dad's thing? I would never.
Since the last podcast, speaking of which, you want to...
Oh, I guess we should have addressed the elephant in the room. Hi, elephant.
Hi, elephant.
Put an elephant noise in.
Oh. That's the best I got. Anyway, so yeah, you want to explain what's going on, Caesar?
Yeah, I get. Okay, so how long has it been? It's been 6
months.
6 months? That's not that.
It's been 6 months since the last podcast.
Yeah, it's been 6 months since the last podcast. We took a break.
Took a hiatus
because of the COVID.
Because thing. COVID got worse again. The numbers
COVID got worse,
rising.
and I mean, I'll take responsibility. I am super cautious when it comes to that stuff.
He's a very cautious person.
I was being super safe, so I was doing a lot of social distancing. So I haven't seen Shafiq in a long time.
Yeah, it has been a minute. My hair has grown.
Yeah, but things are a little better now. Vaccines are out. I got it, so
He's got the 5G, ladies and gentlemen. So he's microchipped. He's the whole 9 yards.
I'm being observed as we speak. There is government officials listening to this podcast before anyone else.
That actually just reminded me. What? Have you ever seen The Fourth Kind?
I think I tried to watch it once.
I know it sounds like a boring movie.
I think I stopped because it was kind of boring in the beginning. But I definitely turned it on once.
Oh my god. What a movie. Kind. So basically, I mean, if you want me to...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Well, basically, in short, it's a bunch of people seeing aliens, and it's them getting abducted by aliens. Mm-hmm. But it's on a huge scale. Like, we're talking a whole town
it's like the first... Alaska. Is this the movie I'm thinking about? Is it the...
It's with Mila Jovovich, the same one that was in Resident Evil.
Is it kind of like found footage?
There's a little
like
bit
documentary
of
style?
It's half and half, so it's like it'll show the real footage, and then it'll show, like, some dramatizations.
Is it like documentary style?
A little bit. Not as much as you might think, though.
Like I think I saw it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the whole movie, and I was like, aliens. Like that's and it came out in the 2000s.
Dude, they're fucking real. Dude, can you believe that? The government's like not even trying anymore. They're just like, we don't know what the fuck that is.
Sometimes I find myself a little inebriated occasionally, and when I am, I typically think about that scenario. I'm like, okay, so aliens come down. What is gonna happen if they just like, yo, what's up? We're aliens, here's some new tech, you guys can...
If they're chill, that'd be awesome.
No, they've been here They've been here. Now it's just like showing like, oh, hey, hey, you guys ready, for us to like be known? Is it alright if we chill with you guys?
There is no fucking doubt in my mind that aliens helped establish what we are.
Because look at the pyramids.
Yes, like all the ancient shit,
Not
like
to say
all the things that they reference, like angel, like what they describe as angels and deities, like owls. They're fucking aliens.
We don't know what it is. And that was a big part of the book. Not the book, the movie.
The movie.
It was like these people, they would see these fucking aliens, and then they would be like, no, I don't know what I saw. It was an owl, and then they're like, it wasn't an owl. And I was like, oh, so it was a gray. It was a gray alien, you know? And it's like, people go fucking... They went insane just, like, thinking about that,
It was always so, like... Until now, if you believe in aliens, it's so easy to write it off. You're a conspiracy, you're a crazy
crackpot,
but
whatever.
Now that the government has, like, confirmed, like, there's shit in this... We don't know what the fuck it is.
There's a galactic empire. That was, like, 4 months ago. They announced that. And I was like, is anyone reading this?
Now it's like, if you fucking don't believe in aliens, you're a fucking idiot. Because I feel
like...
First, I've always believed, if you are... Like, no, there's no aliens, you're fucking ignorant.
Yeah, because...
Straight up. I don't give a fuck.
Either you're not...
Or you're scared.
You're ignorant, or you probably just don't know too much about space.
Or you're in denial.
Or you just don't... Yeah, or denial,
You have to be.
Maybe it's happened to you and you just...
Because there's no goddamn way in the fucking universe that we're the only ones.
Yeah, the universe is fucking huge, dude, and we're just
huge, and it's old, and we're just a tiny speck, and we're little humans. We're just little jellies.
Yeah.
Little jelly bags.
We're really easy to kill.
We suck! We're like so bad!
I'm just like, not to say like, oh, humans are so weak, but I'm saying like, as a species, we're like anyone could just chop us up.
Bro.
Compared to the other species, we kind of like we got our brains, but that's all we got. Besides the brawn.
Yeah, okay. I've been watching so much like superhero shit.
Yeah, so
recently.
much lore stuff.
Yeah, so like, we're fucked. We're so fucked.
We're royally fucked. We don't have any armor that's like think about like the armor they have in those movies where it's like, oh well, we have this top secret mecha armor that we didn't display, and now here it is, and we can take care of the aliens. I mean, maybe we do have that, but I don't know if we have that in our back pocket. I don't think we have like some power armor or like some crazy shit.
What's your favorite like alien superhero?
Alien superhero?
Yeah, like Superman included, like a superhero that has like their powers come from space.
Technically Venom.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
Or anti-venom. I mean, no,
that's a good.
Agent,
all those
Venom,
symbiotes.
Yeah, no, I love those because like it comes from Battle World, whatever the fuck. Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's some crazy shit. I mean, a goop that literally transform a person and like makes them terribly more aggressive. Mm-hmm. Not only that, but it's a goop that like it remembers all the memories of everyone
and takes it with it because it's like it's not just a fucking thing; it's a parasite.
Yeah, it's a symbiote.
That like we have parasites here on Earth, but that's like a space parasite, and that's crazy.
That's some terribly advanced shit that we have never seen before, and that's one thing that I kind of worry about if like if aliens do come down and like now we're all in the mix together.
Yeah.
When things like that happen, when there are new variables introduced into something. People get new diseases. Mm-hmm. People get, there are new problems that arise.
Exactly. That's why it's like fucking, like new diseases. Like
they're because like I don't know, people. You think there are people that are gonna fuck the aliens?
Of course, there's people. I guarantee you right now. I guarantee you there are alien human hybrids walking this fucking planet right now.
No, for sure, and that's something. Okay, so like I was 14 years old.
And you fucked an alien?
No, dude. I was 14 years old, and like that's when like I don't know, I got busted open as far as like conspiracy theories. Uh-huh. So I found this one, and basically it was a report about what this dude saw in Area 51, mm-hmm. and I was like, oh shit, this is crazy. And one of the things it spoke about was reptilian humanoids, and I was like. Reptilian humanoids. And it turns out that dude was correct. Every time he tells his story, same story, exact same way, hasn't changed over like 30 years.
Yeah.
So that dude's telling the truth possibly, or he's just that good.
That's something that's also cool. Like, because a lot of people who have experienced aliens and stuff like that, their story's like so consistent. Like, they don't.
Yeah, if it's consistent, that's how you know that it's a true story. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, the dude that, told about this, his name is Bob Lazar, for anyone that doesn't know.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of it.
Bob Lazar. But basically, he gets a lot of schizophrenics that actually come to him because of that. Yeah. Because, like, he's like, oh, you see the aliens too, right? And he's like, but I see aliens. Yeah, no, like, I was in the place for them. Yeah. You're just crazy.
You see aliens. I've seen
You need to take your pills, then you won't see the aliens. That's what really needs to happen.
Yeah. But no, I was reading about this group of children who were exposed to aliens a long time ago. There's a documentary out.
Okay.
I forget what the fuck it's called. I was reading about this documentary. Okay. And in it, there are this group of children who were like at a school or like they were like doing something. Mm-hmm. And they claim that they've had an experience with aliens, all of them together. They all had the same story. They asked them when they were kids, and of course people wrote it off like these kids are crazy. They saw something, and they're just trying to rationalize it. Yeah. So that was like however many years ago. Now all the kids are grown up, and this documentary is they interviewed all those kids again, and every single one of their stories is still accurate and the same. They all line up together.
How exactly did they have contact, if you don't mind? If you
I forget. Much in... No, I fucking forget like what exactly happened. But I know like all these kids had the exact same experience, and as adults they still swear it, and they still all are consistent with each other.
What do you think happens to a person like that? Like after being abducted? Because I mean, like, I don't want to get on the subject of like things that are like dark, but like it's kind of a form of like not. I don't want to use.
Okay, yeah, trigger warning.
Yeah, trigger warning. I don't want to say like it's kind of like a form of rape because like you're being tested on. No one wants to be tested on, and you're like naked on this thing, and I don't know. It seems like really
it is
vulnerable.
Super invasive. It's like. It's just like
and it sucks.
Rape.
It is. It's just
you're being taken against your will and whatever experimented on, probed, whatever, and it's fucked. And people who have experienced that, of course, are traumatized, and they probably seek help. And what sucks is people don't believe them. That's the craziest thing. That's what sucks. And unfortunately, I feel like some of them might end up in bad spots. You know, they end up in crazy homes,
People
whatever.
lose their
People
careers
just
because
don't
of that shit.
Exactly. They have a traumatic experience. Maybe it's fucking true, but nobody believes them. Like, could you imagine being in that situation? This thing actually happened to you, and it scarred you. It's fucking harmed you mentally, physically, whatever.
The thing about that is, people, like, when something like that happens to them, they don't really talk about anything else. And not to say, like, oh my god, they can't talk, but, like,
Yeah.
I would probably be the same way.
It's like, I just want someone to believe me.
I'm watching Seinfeld and I'm like, yeah, I just got abducted.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's happening anymore. I couldn't handle, like, regular day life after something like that.
Of course. You're
sure.
sleeping in your bed and something happens.
How the lady described it was, her daughter just got beamed up.
Yeah.
So a light came down, just sucked her the fuck up.
Yeah, like a fucking,
Oh.
what do you call that?
And here was the other thing.
Stereotypical abduction that you
Yeah,
see
like,
on TV, yeah.
you know. But another thing is, apparently, like, there was a lot of footage, and this was real footage, supposedly, but the footage gets distorted, and it's like, it looks fucking crazy. And it kind of looks similar to the effects that I do, which means that it uses some type of electromagnetic current, and it's like something that distorts it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fucking, scientist, but I'm saying, like, electromagnetic waves are definitely involved in this in some type of way if it's, like, fucking with the cameras and shit, you know? But it's just some weird shit to think about, man.
Aliens are fucking crazy. And I'm, again, positive they're around, positive they've been around, positive that eventually will be revealed to them. They'll make their presence known. If
you happen to see, like, you're walking outside, it's like 8 o'clock at night, and you see the mothership. You see you see like a huge one approaching you, and it zips off. It goes way too quick.
Yeah.
You gonna tell anyone? Are you just gonna like
I
glaze over
like
it?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I've definitely seen weird shit in the sky. I've definitely seen, like, whether it be something that can be explained or not, I've definitely seen something. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, some people are going to be like, oh, it's just a weather balloon, but they've been saying that since the fucking 50s.
Yeah.
Roswell.
Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy
just some dumb shit. But anyway, back on the subject of home theaters.
Yeah, holy shit, that's where we started.
I was like, you know what, let me make sure I remember where we left off, just so I can
where
show,
the fuck? How did we switch from home theaters and the lottery to aliens? How did that happen?
Because I was talking about movies, I guess. You
brought up the fourth kind.
Yeah, I brought up the fourth kind, and I guess that opened the door. Yeah. But, like, if I were to be there, if I were to get, like, abducted, I think it's just probably leave me alone. Like, I'm useless at that point. Just like I'm not even a person anymore.
I feel like if I were abducted and they did some crazy shit to me, I'd be like, yeah, just keep me. Just like
keep you.
Don't fucking send me back into the world where no one's gonna fucking believe me. Like, just keep me. Do whatever you gotta do. Like,
I'll just not tell anyone.
I'll hang out. I'm just like, yo, just take me. Let's go. This is my life now.
Apparently, there are about like 11 billion cases of people being abducted from the 1950s up until now, and 11 billion cases. Billion with a B. That many people getting abducted randomly, and they're just like, apparently they just don't remember. Like how the movie portrayed it, it was through hypnosis. So these people, they would be like, oh, I was sleeping, woke up randomly, I saw an owl outside my window. And then they're like, wait, the owl, it wasn't outside my window, it was in the house. And then they start remembering, and they're like, holy shit, And I guess something like that could happen. It's not terribly far from...
You know what
it's not a stretch. What's that?
I think hypnosis is crazy.
Tell me about it. What's so crazy about hypnosis to you?
Just the fact that it's real.
Well, I mean, think about how people kind of go into like a tunnel vision or trances.
You can really, like, with manipulation and mind tricks, someone can take control of you.
They can, but the only thing with that is it has to be something you're willing to do.
It has to be willing.
Yes.
You have to believe in it. If you're a skeptic, it won't work. Yeah. But that's crazy, too, because that's what makes me feel like it's fucking fake. But it's not, because I've been hypnotized.
You've been hypnotized?
Yeah. Okay, they have, like, guest hypnotists.
Right,
They make you do,
it's
like,
cool.
funny shit. Yeah. So I went to this conference with a group that I was in high school.
Was that for OSHA?
No, for Skills USA.
Skills.
For Skills USA.
Okay.
So we went and they had a hypnotist, and I was like, because I had actually just finished a lesson in my behavioral studies class about hypnotism.
Okay.
So I was like, I know it's real. I was like, let me give it a try.
Yeah.
So fucking hypnotized me. All I remember is, him he was doing his hypnotist shit. He was like doing whatever. He had me stare up at the ceiling, and he was saying shit. He was talking me down from like 9, 10, 11, and then he was like, I think once he hit like 4, he was like, you feel your eyelids getting extremely heavy.
Yep.
And I remember,
coax you into it.
dude, I remember, I felt that shit. It felt like there were like 10-pound weights on both my eyelids, and I could not keep them. I was like, I remember like struggling, like, and my eyes just shut.
You were trying to fight it.
Yes. Well, I wasn't trying to fight it, but I remember
yeah.
he was still talking because I was still kind of conscious.
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember hearing him talk me down, and I just remember at 4, I really did feel the weight on my eyelids.
As he started counting down to...
Yeah, and the last thing I remember thinking, I was like, whoa. And then that was it. And then he had me do all kinds of crazy shit. I embarrassed the fuck out of myself that day.
To the chicken dance?
I did. He had me fucking... He had me... So how... You know... However your mind perceives whatever he's saying is what you're going to act out.
Okay.
So it's not like he says, you know, if he says act like an alien.
Yeah. It'll be like,
the first thing in my head that like
how you're going to act.
Is
like
how I act. So some kids would be like, oh,
yeah,
but like, or I could be like, yeah, I could start acting like a xenomorph.
You're like,
you know, this is the first thing that like what an alien is in my head. That's just what it's gonna bring. Because what it is it basically shuts off your frontal lobe, and only your subconscious is functioning.
Yikes!
So it's like being in a dream. So it's like you hear whatever, and it just influences you to do whatever.
Keep talking.
So
on this.
I had
by all means.
One of the things that he had asked was to act like a baby.
Oh.
And for some reason, you know, all the other kids up there started crying.
Guy just wow.
But I was just sitting there, and I was like looking around because like so my friend's videotape or whatever.
Oh my god! You got to show me later.
And my my friends afterwards, they were like, "He asked you to act like a baby, and you weren't doing anything."
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I guess like in my head, a baby is just somebody that does nothing. Like crying wasn't the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, just something that's like I don't know.
The thing that embarrassed the fuck out of me was he had all the guys stand up, and we were supposed to act like we were in like a fucking male beauty contest. So all the guys, of course, we all started flexing, and I fucking lifted up my shirt like to show my abs and shit. And of course, I'm like like scrawny as hell, like lifted up my shirt in front of everybody.
That's funny.
That sucked.
I was going to say, on the subject of hypnosis, I actually remember something that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson was hypnotized.
Yeah.
Right before he did any type of fight, supposedly, he would be hypnotized, and people would say, like, oh, hey, you're a predator. You're the... No. They would say, you're the strongest person alive. They would hypnotize him to, like... And he would think, like, oh... I'm the strongest.
Yeah.
And that's how you get into
state of mind.
Because, like, now, if you look at Mike Tyson, he's kind of like a chill dude.
Yeah.
And he'll tell you, like, oh, that wasn't me.
Dude,
because
you ever
it was
see,
hypnosis.
Like, fucking Mike Tyson during a fight? Or, like,
Can't
after
say
a fight?
I have.
Bro, he's scary. He's a scary dude.
I believe it.
He told this one guy that he was going to eat his children.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
That's one of my favorite Mike Tyson's quotes. He's, like, going off, and he's like, I'm going to eat your children.
I don't even know how to approach that.
It's funny as hell.
What's the weirdest threat you've ever heard?
The weirdest threat?
For you specifically.
For me? I don't get
Has anyone ever like said anything really weird to you?
No, I don't think I've been threatened. I kind of stay out of that.
Or like any threats in general.
No.
Like anything specific.
I can't really recall a threat that I've had against me.
I don't think I have anything that could really top eating children either.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's a little too much.
If somebody said that to me, I don't want any part of that.
I mean, like, if you want him, I guess you're really.
I mean, the man bit a fucking ear.
Yeah, but he'll say that was not me, and that's how powerful a fucking trance is,
dude. No,
that's
I mean,
ridiculous.
and that's how like there's like hypnotherapy and shit. Like you can just like go to therapy, be hypnotized to forget a fucking. They'll just erase a memory out of your mind.
You think that stuff is like real though? Like you think people like
that?
Really,
Yeah,
really do
I actually
that?
know somebody. Well, I don't know personally, but a friend of mine in high school, his mom was a hypnotherapist.
Oh shit!
And since I believe that because at that point I had been hypnotized before. I know that hypnotism is a real thing.
Right.
So that's I was like, shit, that's crazy.
Is there anything you would want to be not hypnotized into doing? Or like anything
harming anyone? Of
course. No. I mean, like that means you would have to like want to harm them.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, is there anything? I don't know, like act like a zombie for like a day, or like I don't know, like do some weird shit.
Oh shit!
Oh god.
The effects of a hypnotism can last after you're out of the trance.
Oh.
If he gives you a command. So during the hypnotism, he hypnotized us, and he gave us the command for the rest of the day, anytime anyone says, I forget what the fucking magician's name is, his name was John Smith.
Yeah.
He was like, anytime someone says John Smith, you will reply, he's the man. And even after the trance, and all my friends were having fun with me for the rest of the day, they kept saying his name, and without fucking realizing it, I would just say, he's the man. And the other people, yes, involuntarily, the second anyone said his name, I would just say, he's the man.
It's weird not having control of your own body.
Yeah, and I wasn't, we weren't in the trance anymore, and he said for the rest of the day, so when I woke up the next day, it wasn't working anymore.
Yeah.
But for me and my other friend who had been hypnotized and everyone else who had been hypnotized that night,
yes,
anytime anyone said his name, he's the man, immediately.
Right. I just realized, probably, midway through? Yeah, 37 minutes in.
Okay.
We never really had a proper introduction. We just kind of started talking.
I'm Caesar.
I'm Caesar. I'm Shafiq. We're already 37 minutes in. You want to just have a short one for this one?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we talked enough.
Is there anything else you want to say for the people? Is there anything else you've been doing meanwhile being in quarantine that you want to get off your chest? Or anything you've been working on?
I've been fucking furiously beating my dick. He's
been beating his schmeat, as he should, I guess, you know.
I got engaged.
There it is! Oh my god! I was trying to coax it out of you, but you said
what an amazing thing.
Well,
I was just like
beating my dick.
Oh, I've been beating my dick. Oh, I got engaged.
Oh wait! I don't have to do that anymore.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I got engaged. I asked my Maggie to marry me, and she said yes, and I'm engaged now.
Congratulations, Caesar! of course, on beating your dick and also, being, getting your way to being a married man.
Just because you're engaged doesn't mean you have to stop pleasuring yourself.
No, you're right. Yeah. On that note, this has been Couch Nebula. I am Shafiq.
I'm Caesar.
And that is Couch Nebula.